Hi, so I'm doing this video just because, well, I never did an essence video, and well, I know they're not the best way to type people, and I'm not really seeking like feedback on typing, but I just wanted to like share my experience. I mean, I know I do that often via long text posts or sharing like outfit ideas I've tried, but I don't know, I think might be good for me as well and help me express my experience better if like you see me in movement anyway. I mean, I yeah find out what I move like, what I sound like a little bit. I mean, yeah, just hey, okay. So yeah, where I'm at with my typing journey at the moment is, well, I've definitely ruled out I'm not an romantic. Well, I am a romantic internally. I'm very, well, sappy, lovey-dovey, love pretty feminine girly things. But yeah, ID wise, I am not completely yin. There is a bit of yang to me. I've noticed it in I was gonna say my arm there. It looks quite. I suppose everyone's arms like that, but yeah, well, like yeah, I've got quite long arms. I think my shoulders are quite solid. My nose, I mean, I know it's not humongous, and like I've said before, I have been teased about it quite a bit at school, but I am aware that even though it's not freakishly humongous like Pinocchio's, but and I know it looks soft in a way, but it is quite, it's like a Roman type nose. It's quite strong, I guess. Quite, it's not a petite snub nose, which I would love to have, but I sort of think now it probably wouldn't suit my eyes or my eyebrows or like my cheekbones and my chin. My nose is what it is, and it's a part of me, so that's it. Yeah. Gotta accept it. And some days it's hard. Some days I do still look at myself and like, yeah, see these like blunted edges and think I look either really dumpy or I look like a man. Which so I think personality wise, I wouldn't say I'm too fussy. I'm not a diva. I'm not obsessed with men and so high heels and gossip. That's not me. In that sense I'm a bit more down to earth. I'm a bit of a dork. I'm like try to be super organised. I like books. I like doing my own thing. I'm very introverted in my own world, daydreaming, reading, like I said, reading. I like fandoms like sci-fi stuff like Buffy, Firefly, Game of Thrones, like yeah, so that's a bit more me, like I'm that way inclined, but I'm very, well, typical girly traits. I'm quite passive, I'm soft, well, I think I'm soft spoken, like I'm not blunt with people. I try and be very diplomatic. I love like little sweet girly things like cute pug unicorns, butterflies, yeah, like dresses and skirts and stuff, mermaids. Yeah, so I've gone off on a tangent, but yeah, that's me. So yeah, yeah, like I said, yeah, maybe a little bit of a dork, but I'm fairly girly. I'm not a tomboy. So yeah, why I say, oh, I think people think I'm a man, I just mean physically, but yeah, I've completely lost this thread now. But at least the thing with Kib is actually, if anything, it's shown me that women can, and men, women and men can look, can not completely, yeah, but look, there's subtle differences, there's major differences between people, different like compositions of yin and yang, and the absolute dramatic people, like I'm thinking Kate Blanchett, Angelica Houston, you know, they're gorgeous, they're very striking, exotic, mysterious looking, but they're quite strong looking as well, and that's not typical feminine ideals, but I think you know, they're absolutely beautiful the way they are. And then you get really soft yinny people like, well, Marilyn Monroe, and I'm thinking someone else. Oh, my examples are gone out the window. Elizabeth Taylor, yeah. Like people who are really like soft and curvy looking, like, oh, and like sort of sunken, not sunken, but you know, they're not really defined, very, just adds very soft, but they're beautiful as well. So yeah, I think just what I'm trying to say is that at least with Kib, it's made me realise, you know what, people, like women can have yang and, you know, still look attractive. I mean, that's the thing I've never doubted. Like, I've never thought people with prominent yang were unattractive. That's the thing. I don't think that at all. But about myself, when I see yang in myself, I feel like it's evidence that I'm not womanly enough, which is absolute crazy, because like I said, there's loads of women with yang, more yang probably even me, and all of them got more tomboyish, dynamic, fiery personalities, and they're still beautiful. I look at them and I think they're absolute gorgeous. I want to be like them. And then people point out to me like, well, actually you've got a similar like prominent nose to Cher, or I've got the, like, say, bust line of, I don't know, someone romantic as soft. I don't see my positives really. I think that's the stage I'm at now, really. I accept all people's beauty and I embrace it and I support them, but with my own, I'm very much, you know, I don't like myself, which sounds really harsh to say. I mean, my only reasoning is just because, you know, I was bullied at school a little bit about how I looked by like guys, and some guys I did actually have a bit of a crush on when they would tease me for my nose, so that was humiliating. And I had a group of friends who were girls who would be really catty about my hair and my nose, which I was ashamed of. I mean, that's the only reasons I can think of why I'm so insecure about my appearance. And I mean, all I've had of my parents and that's like just support and like tell me I'm beautiful how I am, but I still harp back to being at school, and it's hard even in the group sometimes. I feel like we're back at school and I feel like I'm just not comparing, and I think, oh please nobody notice the things that are not so good about me. but yeah, whatever insecurities I'm trying to work on, and trying to see myself as like attractive, feminine, even like no matter how I look, like if I see bits of yang in myself, I think, okay, it's not evidence that I'm actually a man, which sounds crazy, but yeah, it's not evidence that I'm like flawed or anything. It's just the way I look, and I have to accept that rather than keep remembering like all the mean things people have said about me. And I shouldn't still brood about this stuff. But I have to admit, I mean, people, you've probably already guessed and by this, but yes, I am quite socially anxious, awkward. Not as bad as I used to be, but even like doing this video, it's like quite daunting. Like, but I wanted to do it just to, well, like I said, it help. Well, not. No, I think it's going to make my motives a bit clearer, and I mean, yeah, and it's I guess an essence video, so it gives the people who are interested in my journey, if they want to see how I actually present myself. I'm sorry it's underwhelming. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this now, it's getting a bit kind of awkward.